Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my training on mind, body, soul alignment. In this video, I will be sharing with you the importance of mind, body, soul alignment, what each of these components are, how they work together, so you can see where you're out of alignment and where you can bring yourself back into full beingness. Yes? Amazing. Okay, I want to ensure that you're comfortable sitting down, laying down, and you're in a space of receiving. So put your headphones in, ensure that you're not going to be disturbed or interrupted, and just take a few moments to arrive here. Yes? Closing down your eyes and bringing your awareness inwards. And bringing your awareness to your breath, to your inhale and your exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Still change, just take note. And take a nice big inhale for me. Hold it. Feel it penetrate the cells in your body. And exhale, let it all go. Amazing. Great work. You're here. You've arrived, which is awesome. So we're going to start this training with a story. And this is a story about three sisters that live in the outer suburbs of Glasgow in Scotland. The three sisters are Melissa, Joy, and Hope. Now, Melissa, or Mel, is the oldest of the three sisters. And as the oldest, she's the boss. She's the leader. She's quite boisterous and a bit of a tomboy. She's got beautiful long black hair to her waist and these deep, rich brown eyes. And ever since she was a little girl, she's always been I'm really good at rugby and I love playing team sports. I don't want to run on my own or anything like that. And you know what? She did it. She became the first female to join the National Men's Rugby League in Scotland. And oh my gosh, it was a huge achievement for her, and something that she'd obviously never forget. But back to the sisters. The next sister, the middle sister, was Joy. And she was quite different to Mel. She was still tall, very beautiful, had beautiful, long, flowing blonde hair and these deep, kind of rich brown eyes. But her nature was so light and like a fairy, and she loved her imagination. She loved mystical things about princesses and dragons and fairies and unicorns, and everywhere when she was a child, she would just be stuck in her imagination and telling stories and reading books about vampires and all of those that wonderful world of imagination. And she loved it, you know. She had a great relationship with Mel, but didn't really quite get where she fit in. Joy never really felt like she felt knowledge, but she still didn't fit in. She didn't fit in down here on Earth, and human behavior. So she studied psychology at university, and she also went to like heaps of retreats and spiritual conferences just to keep bridging everything and understanding everything, right? And she went on to be a worldwide speaker and coach and entrepreneur. She spoke on stages sharing with everyone the importance of passion and purpose, and how amazing and how fulfilling it is to be happy with what you're doing and how you're doing it, and you know, the intention behind everything, right? Like she loved it, and she was so happy, and she was so successful. She built an amazing business, and she had amazing clients, and she felt so content with the message she was sharing, not only with herself and her inner circle, but the whole world. And one day, not too long after Mel had achieved being the first female rugby player to join the men's national team in Scotland, Mel rang up her sister Hope, and she said, "Look, sis, I've done something really amazing. I've become the first woman to join the men's team, but I don't feel that great. I don't really like I feel a little bit lost. What do I do now? That's been my whole life journey, and I don't really know what to do now. I'm a little bit unsure and uncertain. I'm a little bit lost. And Hope goes, oh, okay, sis. Right. Well, I'm going to ask you a question. And Mel goes, yeah, okay. And Hope asks Mel and says, why did you want to become the first female rugby player to join the men's team? And she goes, well, Mum and Dad wanted me to. And Hope goes, okay, but why did you want to? And Mel she doesn't know. She's a little bit, she doesn't have an immediate answer to answer that question. And so that's what Hope says. She goes, look, this is your homework. Go away and answer that question. Why did you want to become the first female to join the men's team? And so she did. Mel went away and she just pondered this question over and over. And she read some books and watched some videos about why and purpose and all these things. And it was one morning, about 2 weeks after she was on the phone with her sister, Hope, and she's making her coffee, looking out the window of her home, and she goes, oh my God, I've got it. And she calls her sister immediately, and she says, sis, I've got it. I know why, I know why I wanted to. She's like, oh, okay, all right, tell me, I want to know. And Mel goes, I wanted to prove myself that I could do whatever I wanted. And Hope goes, whoa, wow, that is so cool. And Mel goes, yeah, right? Like I wanted to prove that I could do whatever it is that I put my mind to and what I was passionate about. And Hope goes, yes, oh my God, that's amazing. And Mel goes, well, what do I do now? And Hope goes, well, don't you think other people, other young girls, other young boys need to hear this and need to know this purpose and this message that you have, that you can do whatever you want no matter what it is, as long as you put your mind to it and you're committed and you're passionate, right? And Mel goes, oh my God, that's great. Yes, oh my gosh, I can still play rugby and I can go and talk in schools and I can go talk on stage and, ignite this passion within our young community. And Hope goes, oh my God, that is such an inspiring message to share with the world, right? And Mel, she was busy for the rest of her life. She had schools to go to and people to meet, and she was still playing rugby, but she just felt purposeful. She knew where she was going and she knew why, right? And she was busy for the rest of her life, but she was happy and so content in what she was doing every single day, much like Hope. And moving on to Joy, who around about the same time also called up her sister, because Joy had woken up and all she wanted to do was go to her favorite cafe and have some waffles with maple syrup. But Joy was living in like a dilapidated apartment. She was sharing a room with, other people, and it was moldy, it was old, it was not really livable, it was not healthy. She was sick, and she didn't know if she could pay her rent next week. She didn't have enough money to go to the cafe. She also felt really lost and didn't really know where she was going. And, in this kind of state of panic and depression, she calls up her sister Hope and is like, Hope, I'm in a really bad place. I don't have any money. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even, if I want to teach yoga and all these things. And, what am I supposed to do now? Like, what am I supposed to do here? I don't even know what I'm doing, right? And Hope goes, oh, sis, it's all right. It's okay. Just take a deep breath. Just relax. And tell me, what are you passionate about? If there was one thing, one sentence, one paragraph that you could tell and share with the world, what is it? And Joy goes, oh, okay. Well, I want everyone to know how powerful their imagination is. That their imagination creates the world. And joy and hope is like, oh, wow, oh my gosh. Yes, that is so true, right? If everyone knew that, if everyone, connected with their little child, their little girl, their little boy that, was so imaginative and had all these magical ideas, right? And Joy goes, yeah, the power of the mind, the power of your imagination, your ideas and your inspiration is everything. It's what fuels the world. It's what fuels, manifestation, right? And creates realities. Hope's like, wow, yes, oh my God, everyone needs to know that. And so Hope asks her sister Joy and says, how are you going to do that? How are you going to share this message with the world? What do you need to do? And Joy's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what I need to do. And so Hope goes, well, this is your homework. You need to go figure out what you need to do and how you need to do it. And so Joy does. And she looks at, the people that she looks up to and the people that she listens to all the time. And she looks around her room. She's like, well, I've got a bunch of books. People spread messages through books. And, I watch videos. Oh, people put out videos. I go on retreats. People do retreats. And all of a sudden she's like, right, I need a business. I need a business that's going to spread my message, right? And so she does. She goes and she learns about business with, Mel's help and Hope's help and her sisters and her parents. And she learns all of these things about sales systems and funnels and how to maximize her message so that the whole world knows it, so that the whole world knows the power of her imagination. And she does, she gets out of her shitty old apartment, she buys her own home, and she feels passionate and purposeful and like she belongs here, like she fits in, because everyone is experiencing so much, juiciness and abundance and manifestation in their life. And the three sisters, in their old age, when they're all sitting around talking to one another, they're just so grateful. They're so happy and grateful for all of the beautiful blessings in their life and all of the success that they've achieved, not only externally, but internally. They're so happy that they were able to create what they did and they were able to learn what they learned. And this is their story. This is the story of the three sisters, right? So just take a moment. Take a moment to reflect on the story. And what did you get out of it? Because each of those sisters represents a component. They represent mind, body, and soul. And each of those sisters has, imbalances or balances, and some things worked and some things don't work. So just have a look, just reflect on the story and take a moment just to think about, what did I get out of this? What are some takeaway points from this story right now that have been pivotal for me? Just think for a moment. Because there's a lot in there. There is a lot in there. And I'm going to explain it to you now, and I'm going to break down these three components. I'm going to break down the mind, body, and soul, right? So let's start with Mel. Mel represents our body, right? And Mel is body-mind predominant, right? So she's a little bit out of balance because she doesn't have the awareness of soul. What does the awareness of soul give you? Purpose, right? Soul has everything to do with purpose because you know that what you're doing means something. Whereas Mel couldn't really connect those dots. She was doing stuff and she didn't know why. She wasn't connected with her purpose, with her reason and her awareness for doing what she was doing. She was just kind of following the system. She was just going with the flow, so focused on the vision, but not really knowing why. Yes? And the body is amazing, right? We are experiencing everything through our body, which is why it's so important. And it's why all of these three components really enhance your experience with all realities, with all dimensions, okay? And our body is our sensor. It's our feeler, right? It's how we experience everything. Yes, we are having a sensory experience through sight, taste, hearing, smell, feeling, touch. Yes? And so all of our feeling and our reason for being on earth is our passion, right? It's that fire deep within our belly that we are so excited, right? When we get excited and passionate about something. And what's happened is because we weren't taught to be in our bodies, to have a sensory experience, we were taught to think. Our bodies aren't really sure. We're not really tuned in to our passion. We're not really tuned into how we feel and tuned into our emotions, all right? And now feeling and emotions are different, right? Feeling is a verb, right? It's something that we're doing all the time. But emotions are an adjective, right? We might all experience the same thing, but the way in which we describe it could be totally different. I might think that it's amazing and you might think that it's shit, right? It's an adjective. And what our emotions are here for is to really teach us how to grow. Because what a lot of us have done is we rely on things outside of ourselves to make us feel good, to make us feel passionate and happy and content and thankful. But when you're triggered, yes, when you're triggered with something that it's like, someone's really grinded your gears, or something in your experience has just totally challenged you and made you feel a bit crappy, it often shows you where you're attached to things outside of yourself, where you're attached to outer validation. And it's a reminder for you to come back within and give yourself what you need and to shift your emotions, to learn from them, to grow and allow this emotion to channel through you. Emotion is energy in motion, right? And the power behind, the magnificence of physical manifestation, of physical experience is through our feelings. It's how we feel and how we describe it. And how we describe it depends on our mind, which I'll talk about in a moment. But if we're not feeling, if we're not here, if we're not passionate, you're going to feel like joy. You're going to feel like you don't belong, right? That's why if you can really learn to channel your feelings and emotions and, express them in a positive way, when you're in feeling alignment with what you are calling in, and you're not relying on something outside of yourself to give you that validation or justification, your whole world changes. So I ask you, are you having a sensory experience? Are you tapped in to your body? Are you here? Do you feel like you belong? Do you feel passionate? Those are the big questions, right? So let's move on to joy. Joy represents our soul, our purpose. Why are you here? What are you doing here? Why are you doing what you're doing? Every single thing that you do has a purpose, has an intention. Every little thing from blinking, whether you're aware of it or not, from doing this, moving your hands, for rolling your eyes, for the way that you speak, everything is intentional and means something. Does that mean that you have to know what every single little thing means? No. But should you have more awareness than probably what you do now? Yes. Because if you're tapped into that purpose, if you're tapped into your soul and your universal consciousness, you're tapped into the energy of the cosmos. So when you're bringing that energy through you, when you're bringing that purpose through you, through your mind, through your body, into physical manifestation, you are channeling creative, imaginative energy. Your imagination creates realities. Your imagination is what you need to be in the majority of the time. If your life isn't quite where you want it to be, and you're doing a lot right now, then you need to live more in your imagination and just like live in those feelings, live in the feelings of your imagination, allow them to come into your body now, more than taking stock of where you're at right now. Yes, you've got two timelines running. You've got two realities, this one and the imagination that you're going to. But trust me, the more that you stay up there, the more that you feel the imagination and the manifestation and the abundance of where you're going, now you collapse the time space and you see it arrive instantly. Your universal consciousness, your soul, your light energy is what makes you do what you do. You can be passionate about a lot of things, but if you don't know why, and if you don't know the best path forward, and that intuition from within, then you don't feel like you're really doing anything important. You don't really feel like you're doing anything significant. You just kind of feel like you're doing stuff and you don't really know why. Like Mel, she came to the realization that she was like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't really feel like what I'm doing matters, until she tapped into her soul. And she's like, holy shit, what I'm doing totally does matter. I'm going to go ignite this passion and purpose into all of our younger generation so that they grow up and do amazing things as well. Look at that ripple effect, right? But if you're not tapped into that purpose, there's no ripple. People don't hear your message. People don't even, they're not even aware of your message because you don't know what your message is. Your soul gives you that message and purpose, right? And lastly, hope represents all three. Hope is in whole body alignment. And there's two really significant things that show whole being alignment. There's the passion and purpose, but there's also the gratitude and the happiness, which is what all of them finished their life with, right? They were just so happy and content and grateful. So you know when you're in alignment, when you feel passionate and purposeful, and you feel happy and grateful. You're just so grateful for the experience. The difference between Hope as she was growing up is she became the mind. Yes, our mind is our interpreter. It is the bridge between our body and our soul. It brings down that soul wisdom and the feeling that we're feeling from our body in 3D, and it rationalizes it and makes sense and understanding of it all in our mind. It is so powerful. And we're all overthinkers, all right? We were taught at school at everything to think about everything, and, that's produced a ton, if not all of us, being overthinkers because we're not tapped into our body. We're not tapped into our soul. And our mind's been doing all of the work. It's had a lot of pressure, bouncing around all those ideas and all of those thoughts. It sucks. I don't like overthinking. I've been an overthinker and still am at some moments when I'm out of alignment. But your mind is tired. Your brain is tired from having to do all the work. ignoring the natural duality of this experience. Shifting to gratitude appreciates all. It is unconditional. That is why gratitude is so powerful, especially when you're beginning. When you're beginning all of this intuitive soul, personal development work, start with your mind. Start with your mind. Start reprogramming, be incredibly intentional about what you're thinking, because your brain is a series of networks and pathways, right? And at the moment, the pathways that are being used and utilized are the ones that support your brain doing everything, are the ones that support those negative, mind talk, whether you're, down on yourself, down on other people, they're all the connections that are working and running, right? So we need to create new ones. We need to create and nurture new ones. So you don't just write I am beautiful once. You do it again and again and again, nurturing those pathways in your brain. Universe. All questions in your brain want to be answered. And so your brain will make sure that it creates so your body is your sensor. Your mind is your interpreter. It's your understanding. And your soul is your purpose. It's your universal awareness. It's your inspiration. So thinking back to the story about Mel, Joy, and Hope, you might notice and you might recognize parts of you in each of those. And you might recognize that Mel is body-mind predominant at the start, yes? And then she became in full alignment. And Joy was mind-soul alignment. So she didn't feel... She was totally connected to purpose, right? She was totally connected to all of those things, but she didn't know how to have a sensory experience because she was up there way too much. She wasn't tapped in to the what. She wasn't tapped into the fact that actually she's got to have an experience down here, and her experience was business. So as we go into this meditation, I'm going to say that the majority of you watching this video are body-mind predominant. You're not totally, tuned in, tapped on to your soul. Perhaps you don't even know who your soul is or what your soul is. And you don't yet have that purpose, have that message, right? You know that it's there. You've probably got that feeling in your belly like, I know I'm here for greatness, but I'm not quite sure what it is. And you might not get an answer straight away. But as you nurture that connection, right? As you nurture that connection between your mind and your soul, and then your soul, mind, and body, that purpose will come through. You'll know it. Probably, not straight away, but you will know it. You'll have an epiphany one day and be like, oh, that's why I'm here. That's what I'm doing. Because you've got passion. You're here in your body. Getting comfortable. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. Just coming back to a natural breath now as you feel your body just relax. Bringing your awareness to your feet as they relax, your ankles as they relax, your calves and your shins relax, your knees relax, your thighs, your hamstrings, relax. Your whole legs, relax. Your left hip, relax. Your right hip, relax. Your tummy, relax. Your chest, relax. Your lower back, relax. Your upper back, relaxed. Your left shoulder, relaxed. Your left arm, your forehead, relaxed. Your head, relaxed. Your ears, relaxed. Your hair, relaxed. Feeling your whole spine relaxed. Your whole body relaxed. Beautiful. Knowing that whatever you experience, some of you will have a full visual experience, some of you may not. Some of you might have a feeling experience, some of you may not. Just know that whatever you experience or are experiencing is absolutely perfect. And relax. Relaxing your ears and your eyes. Bringing your awareness now to your tailbone. Visualizing a string, a red string, a red channel coming out from your tailbone, and I want you to watch it go all climbing up your body, up your torso, your arms, your neck, your head. Beautiful, until your whole body is grounded in this beautiful earth energy. Amazing. And now bringing your awareness to the top of your head, the crown of your head, as you visualize a string, a channel, a gold string, a gold channel coming up out of the center of your head and going up out into the center of your star, of your universe, into your cosmic reality, and up, 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 and keep going and up, and a little bit more, shoo, 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 and going right up, out into the center of the universe, and out and out and out and more, and up, 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 and shoo, 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 and up and up and up and up, shoo, nearly there, shoo, 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 shoo. Ah, there it is, until you find your quantum reality. And you feel that light energy climb down your channel, down your string, and coming down and down and down and down and down, and down and down. That's it. Looking down on earth. That's it. And now you're going to go up, out, just shoot out into the center. We're going to go up to your star, up to your galaxy. Whatever you're experiencing is absolutely perfect. That's it. So look up and just reach out into the center of the universe and go and stream and fly and up and up and up and up and up and further and further and further and go up and a little bit more and a little bit more. Keep going up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Keep going up further still, a little bit more. Up, 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 a little bit more, almost there. That's it. Keep going. Almost there. Up, 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 up. That's it. There you are. Just take a moment to take in your quantum reality, your star, your galaxy. That's it. Just take a moment. Version of you, whatever you see is okay. You might see an animal. You might see a person that you don't even recognize. That's okay. Just know that when you enter this door, you're going to step into a room and meet your soul. So as I count down from 3, you're going to open the door and walk through. Ready? Great. 3, 2, 1. Open the door, walk through. That's it. Just taking a moment to witness the being in front of you. If they're not facing you, please ask and request and invite them to turn around so that you can meet and say hello. And just take a moment to take their energy in. and my awareness, something that can help me in my reality right now. It might be a feeling, it might be words. Whatever you're experiencing is absolutely perfect. And just taking a few moments now to share space with your soul, even if it is just to look at them. Till it's as strong as a tree trunk. That's it. And a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. Beautiful. Saying thank you. Knowing that this is the connection between you and your soul now, in your heart, in your all-knowing space. Knowing that you can connect with your soul just by asking one question. Why? That's it. Just taking a moment to say thank you to your soul, giving them a big hug as we begin to depart. Perfect. Just coming back into your body. Feeling a little bit different. Yes, awesome. Amazing. Just take stock of how you feel. Notice how so you might want to just bang your legs, just to help shift the energy and ground it into your body. Just moving around, that's it. Just shifting everything. I also encourage you guys to drink a lot of water. after this for the next at least 24 hours. That's it. Beautiful. Getting your back. Yep. Getting your back, your bum. That's it. That's it. Your spine. Taking a few more inhales. La 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 la. Just saying a little bit, releasing your jaw. That's it. Awesome. Amazing. Woo! Meeting your soul. So as I said, connecting with your soul, all you need to do is ask why. Now you might not get the answer straight away, but just continue to ask why, yes? And to summarize our wonderful training today, the importance of mind, body, soul alignment is really the difference between being passionate and purposeful and being happy and grateful, right? So if you're not feeling those things, chances are you're out of alignment somewhere. So discern where you're out of alignment. Are you body-mind predominant and you don't really know why you're doing what you're doing? Or are you mind-soul predominant, where you're like, you don't feel like you belong, you don't know what your vehicle is, you don't know what you're passionate about here on earth, right? And that's all about, the body is all about tapping into your passion, tapping into your feeling, yeah? And channeling your emotions into something positive. Your mind is your interpreter, all right? It wants to understand and rationalize these two systems. It is the middleman between your body and your soul. So the more that you nurture the connections in your brain and start to shift your mindset to positivity, to gratitude, to appreciation, to love and understanding, right? The more that you're opening up the connections to your body and soul. And your soul is your guru. It's your awareness. It's your universal consciousness. And it is your purpose, so that you know that what you're doing matters. Because it does. And you know that it does when you're connected with your soul. And just like I said, ask why. Right? Tap into your feelings, tap into your purpose, tap into your understanding, and allow yourself to walk forward in sovereignty. Yes, to walk forward in your truth, because that's what we're all here to do. And I am so grateful to have shared this space with you, to have shared this training with you. Please let me know what you got out of it. Please reach out and connect with me. I would love to connect and hear your feedback. So I'm going to leave it there, beautiful souls. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful, and I will see you all in the future. Lots of love.